Hey, this is Team Swift Strike, and this is Andrew's Darkworld.
So, alright. First off, we have...
It's up here more, up more.
Yeah.
Over here.
Right up there. Alright. Triple Grapha. He's just really good for destruction power, and you can just bounce back one of your Dark Worlds and special summon them from your grave. Recycle them constantly. Triple Cerulli. I use this guy because when he's discarded, your opponent gets a useless level 1 and you get to choose which card to discard. He is really good for this deck because then your Dark Worlds get all their effects and it's really useful. Triple Snow. It's especially good to have Swirly with this card in your deck because it's main searcher and you get one of their monsters in the grave.
So how's the deck running like?
It's pretty fast. Me and my friend Jason are both building this deck, but I gave him a different build. And it was Will's build. And I've been beating it with this. Triple gold. And yeah. Triple gold, triple beige, and triple Sova are the main cards that when you discard you special summon them, and gold and silver get certain effects when they're discarded by an opponent's card effect, so you give them Cerulli and you discard Sova, and they have to put 2 cards in their hand to the bottom of their deck, and gold gets to pop 2 of their cards if you have him. If he's special summoned, if he's discarded by an opponent's effect. So not only do you get a special summon 23 beater, but you get to destroy 2 cards. Triple Brow. He's the main draw power because what you do is you up a little bit, okay. And so when he's discarded by Cerulli, you get to draw 2 cards. If he's regularly discarded through gates, you get 1 card. It's still a good draw power. Do what?
Yeah, how does it work like in mirror matches or?
What? Most people play 2 of him, but I like 3, and I never really dead draw him because I usually have Grapha in my grave at the point where I have too many of them in my hand, so I just normal summon him and bounce him back. Grapha. Actually, and then 2 rainbows. Most people don't use this guy, but if you have Cerulli, you discard Cerulli, and then he's special to your opponents, and you choose this in your hand. Discard. He's a 25 that gets special summoned. Is that good? Is that better?
Yeah.
Alright. And he's a 25 that gets special summoned, and you can choose to destroy all their spells or all their monsters, spells and traps, or all their monsters. So he's pretty good. He's only good if you use Cerulli, though. And 1 Tragodia, finally. I'm probably going to replace him with Morphing Jar. I just don't have Morphing Jar right now. Morphing Jar is really good for this deck, though.
Okay, now it's the spells. How do you deal with people setting in Shadow Imprisoning Mirror? Like how do you think you're gonna deal with it because you built the deck today?
Well, Grapha has is Shadow Imprisoning Mirror only on the field?
In the field and graveyard.
Field and grave? Alright, discard Grapha. Grapha destroys when he's discarded, and gold destroys when he's discarded to opponent, so he does. Oh, but you usually draw Grapha when you need it.
Do you run MST?
Yeah, you probably. I run 1 or 2, I think. Maybe not. Oh no, I don't right now. Alright, but anyway, back to the video. Triple Gate. This is the main, you could almost say engine of the deck, yeah, because it's draw power and discard power, so it's really good. You definitely need 3.
And you're not running an extra deck, right?
No, I'm not actually.
So this is
you could use Andreas.
This is kind of like the old ones before XYZs came out.
Triple Dealings. You need 3 because it's draw power and discard power. The only bad thing is when you're playing a mirror match of Dark Worlds because then they get the discarded by opponents effect. So you just have to be careful if you're playing mirror match. Triple lightning. I might bring this down to 2, only because sometimes you can dead draw it.
Because then they have face-up stuff.
Yeah, and if you activate it on one of their face downs and they chain it, it can be a problem. So.
Yeah, like if it's like Gravity Bind.
Yeah, if it's Gravity Bind, because then nothing happens. Completely useless. Dark Hole. These staples. And then card destruction. You should probably use Morphing Jar also, I just forgot to put it in.
And the traps.
And then now the traps, yeah.
2
You've
warnings.
got Solemns.
Solemn Trio.
2 warnings, 1 judgment.
Yeah.
Awesome.
There's nothing for you. Vote left.
2 Dark Smogs. These are really good because not only does it get rid of their targets to Monster Reborn or bring back depending on what deck you're playing, but you also get a discard, so, and it's continuous, so you can do it once per turn. Double Dark Bribe.
This card's not really that good, but
Yeah.
It's good.
I just use it because
The
one, I
spell.
can just fill up, and yeah, plus it negates good spells and traps. But it can also give them the card they need to win the game, so I'd probably bring it down to 1. Dark Deal, I'm probably going to take this out, but it changes, like, if they Heavy Storm, you can go Dark Deal, and you have to pay 1,000 life points, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you pay 1,000 life points, and it changes their effect to...
I get you. If you want to replace it with something, I'd replace it with 7 tools, because
Yeah.
it's a bunch card.
And then it changes it to they have to discard one of your cards, so you get the opponent's discard effect to it. And then Deep Dark Travel.
A lot of people don't like this card, actually.
Yeah, it's pretty good though, because Stardust can't get over it, and Shooting Star can't do anything to it either.
Only Quasar.
Only Quasar. And then Air Force and Double D Prison. But they're pretty much it. So yeah, that's my Darkworld deck. Comment, rate, and subscribe.